Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of LanceScurvX on a windy day. It's very windy out here, so I'm going to really have to hold my microphone close and concealed and covered up. It's a beautiful wind, though. Beautiful weather out here. We just wrapped up a show on a Muslim street, and lots of great information was passed along. And whether you're a Muslim or not, the thoughts and the motivational way of thinking as a Pan-Africanist, focusing that way, it really stokes a lot of motivation in my heart. But there was one thing that Dr. Vibrant Issa White spoke and said. He said if he goes to another Pan-Africanist gathering and folks start pouring libations to the ancestors, he's got to get up and leave. This is not to be disrespectful to people who have their connection and belief systems, but too many of us, no matter what the category of religion, faith, political background, we go over and over and over. And in this case, the pouring of libations, the wearing of, in this case, the African attire, no matter what country you are in Africa, away from and out of America or the UK, we romanticize this thing, but we don't take action to really focus on making some change and building up where we are. And I find, and I can speak as a person who was born and raised in the hells of America, but too many people from where I come from, they romanticize the whole thing of Africa, not realizing that this is a country that, and I'm talking about Ghana because we're on a continent that needs work, needs improvement, and it is improving. But instead of just coming here and putting on your dashiki and your head wrap and your ankh and talking some words that sound nice, and what are you doing? It seems like some of us are more concerned about how we make our money, how much we get in retirement, how big our house is, what it's like inside of it. I want to go over there. I want to come and watch you, and I want to see what you're doing. And, well, did you hear Sister So-and-so, what they said? They told me. What? You're not getting anywhere. But then when you talk to people back in the States, yes, I'm in the motherland, and yes, I'm glad that you love it here. But what are you doing? It was recently said, and I'm going to say it in a blanket way. I'm not going to say it's one person said this, but many people from the West, let's say Black Americans, are driving the prices of property, goods, land, homes, driving it up to the point where that there are many Ghanaians who can't afford now the homes that they want. But I say this to that statement, which was brought to me in a conversation, but I've heard those things before. Who do you think built this house? It's not Chinese. It's Ghanaian people. Who do I buy my goods from when I go to the market? It's not anybody else but the people who are here. See, and I'm not going to get too deep into this, but here, if there is a middle class here, it's very thin. You have the haves and the have-nots. And with the have-nots, a lot of them are struggling. Many may have skills, but many don't have skills when they come from the outskirts, way out in the country, to come into a big city like Accra or Kumasi to make ends meet. And if it is us driving the prices up, who is greedy trying to get more money for the same property that's already established. Yet they want to blame the ones who are coming here, but they don't say anything about the Lebanese, the Turkish, the Chinese, white folks from the UK and white folks from America, and the small hats. They say nothing to them, but they want to blame black folks from America that we're driving up the price. Look, the exchange rate is that some things can be inexpensive in comparison to America, and other things can be a real bargain. I love mangoes. When I first came here and saw how many mangoes that I can buy for the equivalent of what I would spend in America for one mango, and I can get like almost 15. I'm talking about way out the country though, because there's an abundance of that, right? It's an abundance. By the time you get that mango and you live in New York City, it's got to be transported, right? You got to pay the trucking, you have to pay the gas, you have to pay, I mean, all that's going to be in the price. But if it's right there on the tree and there's thousands of them around, it's going to be dirt cheap because of abundance. But there are people in power and people who hold great influence who they are greedy because they're trying to get more of the money that's coming into the country. See? So they're trying to shapeshift and pin the blame on somebody else, so that when people say, oh, things are going up, it's those black folks from America. But what about them who are driving the prices up to get more of the money they think we have? Right? That's all how you look at it. There's a lot of bad feelings sometimes from people who are in my age group who didn't have much when they came up, and they may see me, they may think I'm a little younger than what I am, and throw off on me because I'm coming here getting the best of a developed country, more so than 40 years before, 50 years before, when things may not have been so up to date or developed. And the fact that you come from America, and you know, and a lot of us who come, we look down on the people here, and that's wrong. Why are you coming here where you caught hell? You caught hell in America with the racist white system. Tell it like it is. And then you come here and you want to throw off and act superior. Me, I walk up to the village, I go down into a crowd, have people I hang out with, and they sell things, we talk and we vibe. I get along fine. I don't walk with this ego. See? I'm a realist. I don't come with these ideas of how grand and how better I am and I'm above certain things. But you caught hell in America, right? No. It all depends on how you see things and how you navigate. I'm a creator. I'm a creative person. I'm an artist. I do this stuff online. YouTube, in a couple years, is on its way out. I'll tell you that from now. That's another video. That's another discussion. But for me, it's a way of communicating and discussing and vibing and connecting for other things, because there's other things that I do online. But people, they're in their own world. So many people, like, you got to figure out where their head is at. Because a lot of us come here and bring the very mindset of the oppressor from America, the oppressive mind, and we put on the garment symbolically of that person who you didn't like because they treated you like you were less, and we do the same thing to the people who are here born and raised. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? It doesn't make any sense to me. Black folks from America, I'm gonna specifically go in. You're pouring libations, but you're not doing a damn thing to even elevate yourself or do. And there are some who help out. There are some who merge with the culture. If you're not going to merge with the culture, why do you come here? Now, I'm a person who, I'm not a hermit. I'm an extrovert and I'm an introvert. Either way, I'm fine. I can be the life of the party. And I can lock down for months. I think the record where I never left this property was like about 15 days. I had enough food, had resources, and I deeply got into my meditation and creation and just the spiritual zone that I was in, and it was beautiful. And when I left out of the house to go down into the town, it was like I was reading people's minds because I was so cleansed and so in touch with myself that everything was so impressionable to me because my slate was clean. My mind wasn't clogged up with all of these things, this status, this ego, this personality that we have to show the world, but we're hiding behind it because of our own insecurities. I really don't have that anyway. I'm just amplifying it up to make you see how many of us, our minds are just so messed up. And so I don't throw this in because this is not going to be a long one. Many people come here figuring that if they can come here, they can change their name, they can put on an outfit, you know, call me this, call me that, but it's the same old dirt in your heart deep down on the inside. Ain't that something? That's like putting on a new outfit and you haven't washed in 2 weeks. Cleanse yourself, clean your own mentality. Clear away your own jealousies and insecurities, and don't throw it off on me. You're not gonna get a chance to. You won't even see me. Because I'm just as happy moving alone, moving about alone, and doing my stuff like that. Coming home, Mr. SCURV makes a little good meal, we laugh, we talk, we do things together, but you know, she loves her gardening and everything, and I love to do my stuff creatively in my studio. And I'm happy. Look, my friend was telling me the other day, man, you blessed, you got a nice studio, a nice big studio. That's not to flex on anybody, but that's something that gives me joy. I don't have to have a Lamborghini, but a creative space where I can invite so many people if I wanted to, and it won't be packed. You know what I mean? Like I have that option when I start doing those types of presentations and discussions. So we all have things that we enjoy and that we love, but I'm not trying to keep up with somebody else's thing to outdo them on something that doesn't bring me joy. How sick is that? Do you. But the only way to do you, you have to know you. And you can't know you by putting on a costume and, you know, you're talking about your ancestors and pouring libation, but you hate your own family. You dislike the people who are connected to you divinely. But you jump on these shows, I'm pouring libation and all. You can't even talk to your own mama. What the hell's wrong with you? There are people like that. And those people have mental sicknesses that kente cloth, a head wrap, an ankh, a earring, a nose ring, a septum ring. It's not going to change. But we shapeshift. We make sure we appear this way, but deep down we know what we really are. But it's a game, it's a performance. I can sniff that. Like somebody who passed gas and you're on the elevator and the elevator gets stuck and you're like, oh my God, I can't get away from this. But here I can. In my sanctuary, right? I'm in complete peace here. And I can bring that peace to the people that I deal with when I see them abroad, in the street, at the market, and just every moment. I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm cool with that. I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep tonight. Every phase of my life is pristine because I constructed it that way. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm not here to hate on anybody. But if you have that for me, leave me alone. If you don't leave me alone, see, you stay and babysit your own idiosyncrasies, your own hang-ups, your own insecurities. There are people like that, but when you see them online and you see them they put on this, nah, I can't do, I'm too old for that. I'm a very young man at 63 years old, right? I'm like that vehicle that was garage kept and maintained and they didn't drive it that much. I'm not delusional though. But I do preserve myself. I'm not going to wear myself down worried about what the next man is doing. Kind of flowing all over the place now. That's not even what I started with. That whole libation thing and not doing what you should do in your own life to vibe with the people you're around now. That's like all your, let's get in the car. Where are we going? You'll see. You jump in the car and you start it up. You leave it in park, but you put your foot on the gas. And you're not going anywhere. What is that? I know every day that passes by, I'm moving toward the day and the time of my transition from this level of existence. Looking at nature, how everything has a season. The seasons are not anything bad. So I know if I do right on this level, that next season will be sweet. That next season will be an elevation, nothing to fear. See, man's system has you fearing that. So if you see me take this shirt off, which represents my body, and I throw it down to go wash in the laundry, you don't say, oh my God, I see the shirt there laying there. Lance is dead. No, I took the shirt off. So this body of mine, it's like the shirt. I'm somewhere else, but the body, we leave. Does that mean I don't exist anymore? Only if you believe that this body that's going to go back to the earth is me. You want to maintain it. It's the vehicle that you have while you're on this earth to accrue the wisdom that you need to be able to handle the next level with the proper perception. So your mind should be higher than just the body right now. But we have these people, they haven't gotten beyond what they see and the lower vibrations that they hold on to, the envy, the jealousy, the status, the materialism, the self-importance, right? To me, I never was really caught up in that. My strength is something else. My light is something else. It's something that money can't buy. There's nothing I need to flex with. You feel it when you're around me. You feel my power just from me walking past you or even being in the same room with you quiet. And that's why, like I've said in other videos, when people see your light, they feel funny because it exposes them. Because they know you can look right through them without saying a word. I'm not here to make anybody uncomfortable, but when you're on a certain level and wavelength of existence on this level, you're gonna do it. People do all kind of weird things. They become obsessed with you. I don't know what it is about him, and I don't like him, and I like him, blah, blah, blah. That's your problem. Flap your wings spiritually and try to go a little higher. I don't even know what to title this video because I was all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up and go inside and consume some delicious natural calories and create a little more. There's a few more things I want to say and I'll do it on the inside. Anyway, much love to you all. I hope I didn't confuse you. I'm not going crazy, but when my mind is working fast like this, I tend to kind of zoom off from the crowd and leave you behind. I'm not crazy. I'm quite sane. Anyway, I appreciate the support and all of you coming here. And life is beautiful. You may have obstacles and challenges, but it's beautiful when you're aligned properly from within. It's how you see the world. It's not just, we know there's bad things and bad people going on in the world, but if you have yourself aligned from within, a lot of things are not going to touch you. And I am enjoying my life right now to the utmost. And it just adds on to the glow. Try it sometime if you don't know about that. Anyway, salute to my brothers. Much love to my sisters. Time to go in now and take things to the next level. LanceScurv out. On to the next one. Peace.